Hello everyone, Beatrix 3000 here. Welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. So, last time we just, hold on, why is the camera normal? I need it inverted. Is that gonna happen every time? That's gonna be annoying. Okay, that's better. So, last time we read the story, we lived the story of Molly on the last night of her life, and it was pretty spooky. So she shapeshifted into several different creatures, a cat, an owl, a shark, and finally a monster, where she started eating people. Then the monster sniffed her out back in her room, and she went back in her body. And then supposedly the monster ate her because she's delicious. Well, yeah, anyway, you guys were all here for that. I really like the storytelling and the narrative in this game. And I like how they don't just have boring subtitles on the bottom. Whenever the story is being told, the words are just... It's really artistic how it has it appear in different places. So, I'm really liking this game so far. And yeah, I think, let me look at this family tree. So there's Molly, and yes, I'm Edith. I didn't pick up on that last time. But I'm Edith at the top there, and I guess I'm gonna find out one by one what happened to all my ancestors, direct or indirect. Okay, let's do this. Is there anything else in here I need to check out? Can't go through here, the door is sealed.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Yeah, that's another thing. So, when she first said Molly, she said it was their cat. And then I thought I heard wrong because Molly is a girl, but then the first thing she turned into is a cat. So, I wonder if there's any correlation between that. Is Molly your pet cat now, or the cat that you had while you were in this house when you left when you were 11? Before you left when you were 11? We'll see. Window's not chained anymore. I can go out here. No, I can't. Just out to the balcony.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Interesting. Wow. So, is it really a stray kitten, or is that really Molly? Satellite. Come on. Go. Let's get in here. Is this another...
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Is this Edie's room? Is this another sealed room? Because she and Edie and Edith knew each other.
Her room was like a museum.
Odin.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Real news. (1880 to 1937). The mysterious death and thereafter. Odin Finch. Medication on the bed, daily pills, oxygen machine, So Edith would sit right here and Edie was in the bed there, and I guess they'd have a good old time. Well, as much as her mother would allow.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Ooh.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
What made you leave? That's what I'm wondering about. Bird cages?
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
We're just trying to see every corner. VHSs. Edith. Lake trip. Can I watch any of these movies?
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Ooh, yes.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Oh, Edith Jr. So who's Edith Sr.? Is she on my family tree? I don't see her.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
I got you. Just a little bit of imagination and exaggeration. That's healthy. Dragon kills Finch. Sven.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Ooh, it's so pink. It's so girly.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Alright. There's another medicine tray, medicine cabinet. His and her sink. Mirror is foggy. Or
It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty big. Or did the developers not want to make a mirror? I don't know how hard it is to design mirrors. Ooh, is that another lock? Try that out. Okay, chair in the shower, in the bath. Alright, let's see. I have to stand on top of it. Cool. There's a Secret in the Bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch. How many locks is this key gonna open?
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard.
No, wait, hold on. Okay.
It's hidden in this book.
Oh, okay. Oh, I messed up the rhythm though. Cool. Wow. Calvin Finch.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Okay, how do I get under there? Oh, okay. Thank you, Edith. Mitten. Mitten. Saving Fort Calvin. Oh, okay. I remember this room. This is, where you said Calvin spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother? Or Calvin is a dead brother. So Sam, okay, shared a room with his dead brother. Oh man. To command center. Wow, I guess I'll have to explore this whole house until I discover everybody. I don't think there's a sequence that I had to go through, because I remember there's some other stairs in another room that I had to follow. So let's see what I can figure out here.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
It seems like that sentence needs to be continued. Oh man. So Sam and Sven. Oh, it's so sad. So they were twins, and Sven died when he was 7 or 8. I don't know. And he kept growing. Enlist. Alright, let's take this off. So I can...
And that he never talked about him.
Okay, that's your continuation. Huh.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Calvin.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Huh. Alright, so I'm Sam. I've got a broken leg. Let's swing. Swing is always my favorite playground toy. Playground equipment. Even to this day, I love to swing. How high can we go? Or do you want me to get off?
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Oh, there we go. I'm supposed to do both feet.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
This is sweet. Am I gonna fly?
Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Okay, so I'm
maybe if the
Calvin.
wind hadn't picked up,
Wow.
then maybe he'd still be here.
This
But
is...
I doubt it.
Oh my goodness.
I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Wow. Oh man. This is beautiful. I mean, it's scary, but can I go all the way over? Oh my goodness.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Wow.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Calvin. That was such a eerily sweet segment. Especially since I love to swing so much, and I I know how it feels to go so high that you're like floating off your chair. I've never done a loop-de-loop. Oh man, poor Calvin, poor Sam. Alright, that was sweet.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Roped it off.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Does Sam have a story? Well, Sam became an adult. I just noticed that I see Sam on the tree as if I had to discover him too. That's what I was wondering. We'll see. Ooh. Ah, it's pretty clever. Huh. All these secret passages.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
What's over here? Okay. This looks like a main hallway. Shortcut, if you will. Barbara. Oh, Barbara! I bet if I keep going forward, I'll get into Barbara's room. The movie star. The child star. Yeah, and her name, the backdrop with her name, it's like the Hollywood sign, but it says Barbara. Huh. Let's go back in here.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Well, she was a child star. But
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
yeah, I can see that. Alright, so let's see the room from this angle. Okay. I love how the peephole distorts the image. Sort of like how a real peephole would do that. Because this sign seemed a whole lot longer. Happy birthday, Barbara. Dreadful stories.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe.
Oh.
I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
This is really... It's so different from before. It's really cool, the storytelling here.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
But I want to go into my own basement and see. We'll see. Oh.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman Killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Dang. Refrigerator?
Finch rattled and grew still.
Oh!
Rick?
Is that my boyfriend?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, we're dead, Walter.
Walter, my brother, right? Wow, I mean, it's like it's the same house that I'm exploring, but such a different art style. It's really cool. Roller skate. Where's Walter's room? I don't remember. Walter Finch. Right by the stairs. Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned,
Why are you being
saw
creepy?
the bookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Okay. I see her crawling below. Right here?
Not. She played her part beautifully.
This is Molly's room.
thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. She sensed the story might not be over yet.
Gotta go feed him some more?
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Is that clockwork? Is there some invisibility going on here?
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Surprise!
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave a performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
I want to hear that story from another perspective. Her ear? I want to hear Walter's side of things.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Oh man. So she was, according to the comic book, she was murdered by a bunch of monsters, and she gave her one final scream. Am I to assume that the monsters are people? A bunch of people came to her house and murdered her? Organized by her boyfriend? Oh man. Okay. What I want to do is go out here. I want to do two things. I want to check the music box, and I want to check Walter's room. Well,
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
I know, right? Yeah, I want to... So there's Barbara's room. I want to peep into Walter's room, which is right here. Oh, Walter's room is open. Okay, and this is how I got into Molly's room.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Yeah, the game's trying to remind me to check the music box, I know. And her ear, so they severed her ear. How many pieces did they cut her into? Oh man, I don't want to think about that. Oh man, poor Barbara. Here we go. What am I gonna find down here? There's a pool table.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
There's a sawing table.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Oh, the
I thought
refrigerator.
maybe she was hiding presents.
Ooh,
It
it's a
turned
door.
out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Walter, ooh, I would love to hear your story. He survived to adulthood. 1952 to 2005. 53 years? Let's see.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 years.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive the week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
This is your
But if you
routine?
wait long enough, you get used to anything.
January 1976.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
Wow.
Almost friendly.
Almost friendly. This family just grows up with monsters. They have their
And then one day,
relationship
everything
with
just
them.
stopped.
2005. Wow, he's been doing this for 30 years, literally. Is this canned mushrooms every day?
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
I agree with that, but I'm nervous about the year. Seems like the day he decides to leave is the day that he dies. You lived here in this room for 30 years? You have lots of books. I have to leave while I still can, okay? Oh, okay, this is back towards the house.
I know it's out there
Towards
somewhere.
the basement. What monster are you running from? The monsters that
Whatever
killed your
killed
sister?
Barbara.
Oh, yeah.
and Molly.
Right, so it's literal monsters, and it's the same monster.
And Calvin.
Calvin was killed by a monster too. I haven't heard his story.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day.
It's beautiful.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh, Walter. Oh, man. You're almost out. Don't play on railroad tracks. Oh.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Wow, he was down there that whole time, eating canned mushrooms? Okay, so I have read Calvin's story. Calvin died because he tried to fly. All their deaths are connected somehow. So I'm inclined to believe that the same monster that killed Molly is the monster that killed Barbara. And it may be more than one monster. It probably is, because Barbara was killed by a group of people. I'll have to figure out how to connect it with Calvin, though. Maybe as the story progresses, I'll find that out too. And then I'm wondering about Edith's mother. She keeps talking about her mother and how she kept her away from everything. What's her mother's name? Is she on this tree? I don't know. There's lots to contemplate and lots to try and figure out.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Oh yeah, okay, I'm in Walter's cave. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go out here. Nope, come on. Come on.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
What else hasn't she told me about?
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Exactly.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
That's where Walter went. Is there anything else here I need to see?
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Ooh, that's symbolic, trying to bury something that's still alive.
Now that there's only one of us left.
Okay, I don't want to play on these
maybe
train
2.
tracks. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
Yeah,
And found out what happened to everyone else.
I agree.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse. We made it real.
Walter, there's his grave. Oh, it's so beautiful out here. Oh, look at the moon. Okay, no trains coming down this track anymore. Oh, that's so beautiful. So the whole family is living in the house like normal, knowing, I mean, at least her mother, and I'm assuming Edie, know that Walter is down here living in a hole, eating canned mushrooms. Oh man, oh wow.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Of course you should. Oh wow, okay. Well, I'm gonna continue to hear her finish that thought. Are you gonna finish?
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Oh, please don't die at the end of the game, Edith. And this will be your death story? Oh man. I don't know.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Yeah?
And the history you're a part of.
Addressing me now? Who are you addressing? Who are you talking to? How beautiful is this? Alright everyone, we're gonna end this episode here. So I found out in this episode about Barbara, Calvin, and Walter. I'm interested to see how the monster connects with everyone. This is such a beautiful area and a kind of sad, peaceful, somber place to stop. So, we'll end it here and pick it up next time. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you on the next episode of What Remains of Edith Finch.